Welcome to the very first episode of Places, People, Purpose. This podcast is meant to be an adventure that combines many of the loves and interests in our lives, discovering new places and people, as well as learning about their history, culture, and unique characteristics. In talking with others about our experiences traveling around the globe, we learned that many others share the same interest and curiosity in knowing more about our world. So it is our hope that this podcast will be a wonderful collective journey for all of us who share a desire to learn more about our world, marvel at many of the Earth's splendors, and enjoy the positive affirmations that come from learning about amazing people from cultures different than our own. In the way of a brief introduction, when I refer to we, it means me, my sister Sherry, and our 92-year-old mother Barb. There really isn't anything we love more than travel, especially traveling together and sharing new experiences. We recently went snorkeling together in the San Blas Islands of Panama. Believe me, snorkeling with your 92-year-old mother in the Caribbean Sea is a very good day. We are so excited to be able to share our experiences discovering new places and people with you. So, how will all of this work? The podcast will air daily on each weekday from Monday to Friday. Each podcast will focus on various aspects of a chosen place. For example, its people, history, architecture, culture, food, wine, unique challenges, and more. Each podcast will be 10 to 15 minutes in length. So it hopefully will be something that you can easily fit into a part of your day. We want our podcast to be something that you're excited about listening to each day, like a wonderful book that you just don't want to put down. The objective will be to pick places that are really interesting, either because of their natural beauty, cultural heritage, unique history, or other reasons. We will also intentionally be selecting places from different regions of the world to ensure a nice geographical and cultural diversity in our coverage. The Places, People, Purpose podcast will be just one piece of the overall experience we want to provide to our listeners. For those who are interested, we are also launching our website, placespeoplepurpose.com, today. On our website, we will be providing several photographs of each location that we visit. In order for you to understand the context of each photo, there will be a caption with each photo that explains it. We will also be creating videos and putting links to our videos on the website. The website will allow those of you who want to the opportunity to view pictures and videos of the places we visit. And this will help add to your overall experience for each location. Our goal is to help you feel like you have actually visited each place, even if you haven't been there. We know that many of you are likely avid travelers. At the same time, there are many reasons why people may not be able to travel. And if this is the case, we want to provide an experience through our podcast, photographs, and videos that help you feel as if you have actually been there. In the future, we want to have our followers vote to determine some of the places we visit, because this will help ensure that we're covering locations that you really want to learn about and experience. So we will be creating a way for our subscribers to vote on future locations to visit. If you have ideas of places that you'd like to learn more about, please keep those in mind so you can give us your input for future destination planning. we're very excited to let you know that some of the places selected for the first few months of the podcast are the Republic of Panama, the Grand Canyon, Churchill, Manitoba in Canada, Tucson, Arizona, and KwaZulu-Natal, a coastal South African province. Just to get you a little more excited about these venues, our podcast episode on Panama will focus on several different areas of the country, which include wonderful beaches, the Darien jungle, rainforests, beautiful mountain communities, and Panama City. As you will learn, Panama is one of the most biodiverse countries in the world and also has a rich and varied cultural heritage. We will also take a look at the fascinating history and challenges of the construction of the Panama Canal by both French and U.S. companies and governments. We will talk about the seemingly insurmountable problems that had to be overcome and the tens of thousands of lives lost during the building of the canal. After Panama, we'll move to the Grand Canyon. The number of annual visitors to the Grand Canyon is about 6 million people a year, and it's not hard to understand why. This marvel of nature, which is located in the state of Arizona, is over 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and it has a depth of over a mile. For those of you on the metric system, that's about 466 kilometers long, up to 29 kilometers wide, and 1.6 kilometers deep. That is massive. Join us to learn about the geological history of the canyon, its widely varied plants and animals, and the indigenous Indian tribes that have a deep history and connection to the canyon, as well as much, much more. The episodes on Churchill, Manitoba will focus on its polar bear and whale populations and should be extremely entertaining. There are about 25,000 polar bears in the world, and roughly 17,000 of them are located in the Churchill area, which is in northern Manitoba, Canada. In addition, many tens of thousands of beluga whales migrate to the cooler waters of the Hudson Bay near Churchill during the summer months for breeding. This is a special corner of the world where humans and animals coexist in a wonderful harmony. You will enjoy learning about the locals who call Churchill home and embrace this unique cohabitation with their aquatic and land-based mammal neighbors. After Canada, we will turn to Tucson, Arizona. Tucson has a really interesting history, as it was a landing point for some of the earliest people that inhabited North America. Add to this the presence of the Spanish settlements, its role as a military outpost during the Mexican-American War, and growing importance over the years for trade, Tucson has a fun and rich history, and we'll see how this one-time small town grew to be what is now Arizona's second largest city. Next, we will head to the continent of Africa, more specifically, KwaZulu-Natal. KwaZulu-Natal is a province in the eastern part of South Africa, bordered by the Indian Ocean to the east. KwaZulu-Natal has a diverse population of approximately 12 million people, with Zulu being the largest ethnic group. During the 19th century, the Zulu kingdom was one of the most influential kingdoms in all of South Africa. The Zulu people are known for their vibrant music and dance traditions, and their traditional dress includes brightly colored bracelets, necklaces, and anklets. The largest city for the province of KwaZulu-Natal is Durban, which is also the third largest city in South Africa after Johannesburg and Cape Town. So hopefully you are very interested in learning more about these places, the people who call them home, and the rich histories and cultures that have developed over the years. Again, these are the first few places we plan to visit, with many more to come, and we hope you will enjoy helping us determine what corners of the world we should explore next. You may be thinking you've heard a lot about places and people so far, but what is the purpose about in Places, People, Purpose? For locations that we visit in the future, we want to have a purpose project, which is simply a project that helps a local community in some way. It could be a project that helps individuals, the environment, or some other aspect of the chosen location. We will identify purpose projects by listening to the local communities and the needs they express. For example, one of the indigenous groups of people in Panama is the Wonan tribe. A chief of a Wonan community located in the Darien of Panama told us that they would like to have a covered area for their dancing and celebrations. The Darien jungle is extremely hot and humid. When we were there, the temperatures were above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and the humidity was also 80 to 90 plus percent. A covered area would be extremely helpful, as it would allow the tribe to have gatherings in an area that provides some shelter from the intense heat. So, for one of our first purpose projects, we'd like to help the tribe build a sheltered area where they can gather. Our website, placespeoplepurpose.com, has pictures and videos of this tribe that you can view. Perhaps there will be something in the podcast, videos, or pictures that you will connect to and be motivated to donate to this purpose project. The placespeoplepurpose.com website will have a link where this is possible. In return, for any projects that are funded, we will request that we receive updates on the project from the local community so that we can see the benefits experienced by them. Of course, there is absolutely no requirement that you donate to any purpose projects, but we do believe that learning and understanding more about people and communities around the world may inspire us to want to help in some small way. My mother, sister, and I would like to facilitate these types of projects that make small but important differences in the lives of these communities. It is one way that we can give back for the absolute privilege of being able to visit these communities and share their amazing stories. So tomorrow we will start with our first episode. Hopefully you are very excited to hear the wonderful stories from Panama that we have to share with you. Take good care of yourselves, and we look forward to starting our journey together tomorrow.